At the top of the world, silence reigns, and hunger follows.
This is the realm of the polar bear, Inte, Ursus maritimus. Born to hunt on shifting ice, bred to outlast the melt.
They wander across 5 nations, bound only by drifting seas.
Sea ice is their country, the stooling, their home, their hunting ground, their memory. Beneath the surface, their warmth holds, a fortress against the deep.
Each strand of fur, a prism for the sun.
Beneath the illusion of white night, darkness gathers warmth.
Rest is survival, Drse. Every heartbeat count in the cold. For months, she's waited in silence Kremusha to bring life into the light. Each newborn weighs less than a loaf of bread, yet holds centuries of instinct. Warmth flows where shelter fades.
The long march begins, from snow den to sea edge. Every mile is measured in hunger. Paws spread wide, snowshoes of survival.
Beneath their feet, hate, the world breaks apart one season sooner.
Their hunting ground melts beneath the calendar. He sensed the invisible, seals under ice, danger in air.
The ringed seal Twyfang, heartbeat beneath glass.
Patience defines power.
A single strike decides a winter. Meat and fat, the currency of survival.
From death, life renews. In the Arctic, warmth is borrowed light.
Night erases form, but not the hunter's scent. They roam farther than any land predator alive.
Speed and endurance, forged in wind.
He swims as if remembering the seal's world.
Every breath, a victory over the cold. In this cold, time itself slows. From myth to measurement, the Kari, the story endures. They became emblems of endurance, carved into memory. Legends walk still on thinning ice. Fewer each year, but never forgotten. Under these lights, their store begins.
Act 2, Clan. Motion returns to the ice.
The sun returns, and with it, the rhythm of survival. Curiosity renewed their first defense against fear. Every lesson begins at the edge of the unknown.
The first taste of the ocean's vastness, a world beyond their den.
The sea is their teacher, now. Silent, cold, exact.
Even soaked, she stays warm, wrapped in 10 centimeters of fat.
Distance is safety, motion keeps them fed.
Every step, a testament to relentless endurance across a shifting world.
Their noses map the unseen, stories carried by the wind. Signals in scent, the language of ice.
Her route drifts with the current, an ancient relay. Sight is limited. Smell and silence rule. A predator's patience, honed over millennia, ready to seize a fleeting chance.
Patience, again proud. Hunger's oldest companion.
Energy moves like light, Cayman, from life to life.
Each meal, an investment in the next generation. When the hunt ends, distance begins.
A hidden sanctuary, sculpted by the very winds they brave, awaits their return.
In darkness, warmth becomes memory.
Storm, sculptor of the Arctic.
Survival is patience measured in breaths.
When the wind calms, the world reappears.
Time moves slower here, yet life rushes to catch it.
Care is survival, even among predators.
Weeks become months. Fur thickens. Courage grows.
Play day. Rehearsal for survival.
Each step widens their map of courage. Stillness returns, brief as breath.
Each spring, the ice grows thinner, the margins smaller. The surface tells a story of constant flux, a fragile boundary. Where ice ends, men begin.
The boundary between worlds grows blurred.
Instinct meets industry, an ancient conflict reborn. In the dark, the Arctic breathes slow.
Tomorrow begins the same. Unturt, cold, vast, alive.
Act 3, Vanshin, where struggle defines the hunt.
When the wind rises, the hunt begins. "12 days without a meal, Kentry. The ledger runs thin."
Every step, a silent plea against the gnawing emptiness within.
He reads the ice like script.
every crack a clue. Beneath him, life moves faster than hunger. A single scent, a ripple in the water, a world of life or death hangs in the balance. A split second, failure or feast. This time, the sea wins. Risk shared is risk reduced, Romai, but he walks alone. In the heart of the tempest, only will defines the path.
Together they share heat, a design lesson in balance.
When the storm passes, the map is new.
$12,000 calories a day, or death.
The seal breathes hope through a circle of ice. One strike, a month of life.
The ocean gives, then waits to take back. For a moment, balance returns. But the ground beneath them shrinks every year. Open water, the new Arctic. He can swim 100 kilometers, bro, but not forever. Fat is fuel, time is enemy. The moon draws the tide and the lonely. Land is refuge, is more not home.
Worlds collide, ice and iron.
In his eyes, Bob, a memory of frozen centuries. The Arctic forgets quickly. Energy circulates until the chain breaks. Silence, the dew after struggle.
Life persists, measured in motion.
Survival Hunana, never victory, only continuance. Act 4, Group Became, Legends and Symbols. Every story needs its symbol. For explorers, the bear was myth made real.
Now, the myth is measured in pixels and data streams.
The numbers tell a story, both compelling and chilling.
Science watches what legend once guarded.
In Hudson Bay and Svalbard, numbers fall with the ice.
The gravity of the data is etched on their faces, the weight of responsibility.
By mid-century, many will vanish from their map.
A future silence, echoed in the vast emptiness of what once was. But symbols endure, where bodies fade.
From ancient hands, the spirit of the hunt and the reverence for life persists.
To the Inuit, he is the spirit of the ice, Kasi Haud, the teacher of patience.
Every shimmer above recalls his breath below.
Now his silence meets the engines of progress. New routes, new echoes, changing the very soundscape of the frozen world.
Each drop, a note in the requiem of cold. A symphony of disappearance.
Yet from this loss, design learns restraint. Inspired by their resilience, humanity seeks to mend what has been broken.
Buildings now borrow from bearskin and snow dens.
Light enters, heat stays. Physics learned from fur.
The silent ingenuity of nature, now a blueprint for human survival.
We inherit design, not dominion.
This program helps us understand the Arctic ecosystem.
In classrooms, his story teaches balance.
New generations, learning the lessons of the North with open hearts and minds.
Myth becomes science, then returns as memory. Behind glass, he waits, a ghost of endurance. A silent encounter, a bridge between a vanished past and a hopeful future.
Below, the sea remembers everything.
From paper to pixels, the record grows heavier.
Each coordinate marks a story of loss and return.
The meticulous hand of science, documenting every detail of a rapidly changing world.
The Arctic unites what borders divide.
Hope rises knowing, quiet, unspoken, real. Myth, science, memory, threads of the same fabric. All paths converging, a shared narrative etched in time and ice.
Act 5, Legacy and Balance.
Morning breaks, and with it way, the next chapter.
The young face their first dive. Instinct replaces fear.
She watches, memory carried in breath.
Each step, a rehearsal for independence.
Small acts of guidance, strengthening the bonds of survival.
Change begins with loss. He grows into solitude.
The journey reverses, homeward through melting seas.
He swims on memory alone.
Each breath an affirmation, a connection to the silent, watery world that sustains them.
Light Frinchrow his compass, his reward.
Thousands trace the same invisible road.
Each generation, a verse in the same song.
Separation, the measure of success. He carries the North in his silence.
Seasons circle, stories repeat. Balance, written in orbit and ice.
Their legacy, endurance, not conquest. Hands that once hunted, now measure, protect.
Their story, the planet's reflection.
Stillness is balance. He endures, even as the sky moves on.
Life returns where patience holds.
The breath of the Arctic, a deep, cleansing sigh, fills the vast expanse once more.
Survive, and that is enough for hope.
Each root and thing, a heartbeat drawn on ice.
Home is not a place to end. It's the return itself. Every life here speaks one language: endurance. Numbers tell part of the story.
Rest, we write in choices.
Want more Icebound stories? Subscribe for weekly premieres.
Narrated by a voice older than ice.
From cold, we learn what warmth means.
End.